it's an internationally accepted process to follow when doing comprehensive, holistic financial planning for someone. But more importantly, those 6 steps are contained in the Financial Planning Institute of Southern Africa's Code of Ethics and Practice Standards. So that actually entrenches that process and the 6 steps very firmly for professional financial planners in South Africa. In step 1, engaging with the client and starting the discussion around financial planning goals. What is important to the individual? What are their dreams, their hopes, their aspirations, and how do those translate into actual tangible goals? So one would be looking at provision, for instance, for death, for dependence, for disability scenarios, and most importantly, always for retirement also, which remains the major headache when it comes to personal financial planning for most individuals. Right, then step 2 would be to engage the client, to go through a full personal client profile exercise. So here we would sit down and record all the relevant details that is important around an individual's financial situation. In essence, looking at drafting a balance sheet, looking at the foundation of a person's financial position, assets, liabilities, etc. Then on to step 3, where the financial planner would go back and then develop and do a comprehensive financial needs analysis for a client. So that would primarily be a tool to put the financial planner in a position to take an objective look at a person's personal financial situation and to see what's happening, what is working, what is not working, and where the gaps are and the areas are that need improvement. And then obviously the next step would be then to do something about that. So then a financial planner would design a personalized financial action plan for a client, containing strategies for action, plans to meet those goals, etc. Then step 5 in this financial planning process would entail then presenting that action plan to a client, and then obviously implementing that action plan. So the implementation might happen in terms of the short-term goals, obviously implementing what needs to be done immediately. There might be medium and long-term goals. Whatever the case might be, all of those will at that point be recorded in a financial action plan containing strategies to deal with all the important aspects of a person's personal financial planning. And then the final step, step 6, would entail doing a review of the entire process, as circumstances might dictate, perhaps at least on an annual basis or otherwise as and when necessary. Absolute clarity about their personal financial position. And with clarity, of course, comes peace of mind. And once a client has engaged in a comprehensive financial planning exercise such as this, one can really compare this to open heart financial surgery, if you like. Then they end up in a position where there's clarity, and that serves as a foundation for proper and comprehensive future planning as well. So if you are interested in following this process, do make a point of engaging with a professional financial planner who will no doubt be able to give you a lot more detail about each of these steps, and more importantly, to assist you to experience this whole process, because it's really a financial planning experience that anybody who's interested in enhancing their financial position should have.